Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Sup, aka this glorious mess I call a podcast. I'm Icewolf from the West Coast, and today we're tackling a topic that still feels like a fever dream even in 2026. COVID-19, the pandemic, the Rona, the Corona, the global twist nobody saw coming, except the people who bottled the toilet paper in February. 6 years later, we're supposed to be over it, right? Back to normal. But let's be honest, normal got cancelled and never really came back. We went from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to 2 years of arguing on the internet about whether the curve even existed. And somehow, in the middle of it all, we discovered how weird we humans really are when the world hits pause. Why am I doing a whole set on this now? Because if we can't laugh at the time we all collectively lost our minds, what was the point of surviving it? Let's dive in. Mask optional. Or required, depending on which timeline you're in. Yeah, that's right, time tellers. I'm looking at you right there. Listen, it started innocent enough. Newsbreak. There's this virus from somewhere far away. We're like, cool, hand sanitizer sales will spike. Next thing you know, people are fighting in grocery aisles over the last pack of toilet paper like it's the last helicopter out of Saigon. I need 48 rolls now! But what if we're quarantined for a month? Bro, you're buying enough to build a fort. A very absorbent fort, by the way. And the headlines. Experts say it could be like the flu. Then, it's airborne. Then, it lives on surface for 9 days. We went from wiping down groceries with Clorox wipes to just shrugging and eating the banana anyway. My fridge in 2020 looked like a crime scene. Every package quarantined in its own plastic bag like evidence in a murder trial. West Coast special? While the rest of the country was hoarding beans, we were like, beach is closed, but the waves! Cue the surfers protest with signs that said, commies can't surf. Only in California do people risk a fine for the perfect barrel ride during a global health crisis. I wasn't out there paddling, but I respected the commitment. We all had that moment. Mine was when the president suggested injecting disinfectant. I remember thinking, is this real life? My family group at chat exploded. Half were like, he's a genius! The other half were sending links to poison control. I just sat there eating my 47 frozen pizza wondering if Lysol was gluten-free. But while the rest of us were panic buying and hiding in our houses, there was this whole army of essential workers who never got the luxury of 2 weeks at home. Grocery clerks, nurses, truck drivers, and the absolute legends who kept stuff actually moving. Postal workers, UPS, FedEx, and those Amazon drivers who basically lived in their vans. Suddenly, everyone was calling them heroes. Signs in windows. Thank you, essential workers. Applauses at 8 p.m. for healthcare. But the mail carrier? They got a wave and a prayer that you wouldn't cough on the package. Stay safe out there! We'd yell from the porch in our bathrobe. Meanwhile, the USPS guy is dodging dogs, rain, and your neighbor's conspiracy theories, delivering stimulus checks and toilet paper like it's his personal mission to keep society from fully collapsing. These folks were out there every day. No remote work, no Zoom in the couch, just routes, heavy packages, and the constant low-level terror of, is this the day I bring it home to my family? But the customers? Oh, we were animals. One day the delivery driver drops off your Amazon haul, 3 boxes of whatever random crap we stress order at 2 a.m. And you're peeking through the blinds like a sniper. Did he touch it? Did he breathe on it? Then you let it sit on the porch for 48 hours like it's biohazard. Even though the CDC was like, surfaces aren't the main issue, guys. Seriously, West Coast version? Imagine delivering in July heat with the marine layer humidity. Amazon driver pulls up to your apartment near the beach, holding a 50-pound of cat litter and sourdough starters. He's wading through the mask, and you're yelling from the balcony, just leave it by the door! No further! The ocean brings might carry particles! Postal carriers got it worse. They had the same route every day, seeing the same people. But now with gloves and masks fogging up, one carrier I heard about kept getting asked, where is my stimulus check? Like he personally controls the treasury. Ma'am, I'm delivering mail, not printing money. And your mailbox is stuffed with junk. Maybe sort that first? Seriously. Package pileups. You order everything online because going to the store is dangerous. Then complain when the driver leaves it at the wrong house or rings the doorbell and wakes the baby. These essential workers are slacking. Bro, they're running 200 stops a day while you're refreshing tracking like it's your full-time job. I felt guilty every time that brown truck or white USPS Jeep rolled up. Here I am, the family tech fixer, resending routers from my couch while these folks are the real lifeline. Bringing groceries, mint, and that one roll of paper towels that kept families sane. Respect to them. They saw the worst of human behavior up close. Porch pirates in masks, people yelling about freedom while demanding next day delivery, and the occasional hero who tipped with a handwritten thank you note instead of actual money. The new ones, they got called heroes, but a lot of them felt like disposable ones. Long hours, short staffing, real risk. Yet they kept showing up. In San Diego, some carriers were delivering to beach neighborhoods where half the houses were empty vacation rentals and the other half had folks doing outdoor offices on patios. One wrong wave from a surfer and boom, package in the sand. We owned them big time. Without the Postal Service and delivery army, lockdown would have been Mad Max with worse Wi-Fi. Then came the real comedy, lockdown. Suddenly we're all essential or non-essential. I was a game streamer actually, but wearing sweatpants instead of dressing up. Non-essential, but too bored and stubborn to do something else. Zoom calls became the new office. You're on mute. Can everyone see my screen? No, Karen. We can see your cat walking across the keyboard and your kid in the background demanding snacks. One meeting, my neighbor started mowing his lawn at full volume. I just nodded along like, yes, the Q3 projection looks grassy. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is acting up. Must be the pandemic. No, it's because the whole world is streaming Tiger King at the same time while baking sourdough and pretending to be productive. Mask. Oh man, Mask. The Great Divider. Walking into a store felt like a bad spy movie. Papers, please. Except the papers were a clot over your face that fogged up your glasses and made you sound like Darth Vader with allergies. I tried the neck gator thing. I don't know. I had trouble saying that thing anyway. But still, pulled it up, felt tough, pulled it down to talk. Now it's a chin hammock. And the arguments. Masks don't work. Masks save lives. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to order coffee without inhaling my own breath for the 47th time that day. The barista and I developed a whole sign language. Eyebrow raises for extra shot, head tilts for oat milk. And the home stuff. We became our own IT department. Wolfie, the Zoom won't connect. Wolfie, why is the Wi-Fi arguing with the router again? Suddenly everyone's laptop was possessed. And I was the exorcist with a password reset link and prayers to the cloud gods. But here's the real nuisance nobody says out loud. Lockdown revealed who we were when nobody was watching. Some people thrived, learned guitar, wrote that novel, got jacked in their garage gym. Others? We stress-ate our way through Netflix and wonder why our pets suddenly look judgmental. Families got closer, or discovered they needed better boundaries. Grandparents on video calls. I miss hugging you. Kid. Mom, why can't I see my friends? And the conspiracy corner. People fell down rabbit holes so deep they came out on the side with tinfoil hats and essential oil cures. I get it. Fear make us weird. When the world feels uncontrollable, we grasp for control, even if it's debating 5G on Facebook at 2 in the morning. Seriously, the couple who got engaged on a Zoom wedding while wearing masks, or the guy who walked his kitchen during lockdown because Fido needed a break? Seriously, San Diego had beach workouts with briefcases and board shorts. Pacific Beach became the world's weirdest open-air office. Then came the vaccines, like the plot twist after the plot twist. December 2020, Pfizer and Moderna rolled out with the mRNA magic the scientists had been working on for decades. But to us, it felt like overnight delivery from the future. 1 minute, we're wiping down groceries. The next, we're lining up like it's Black Friday for immunity. I heard it was developed in record time. Yeah, record time if you ignore the years of prior research on coronaviruses. But try telling that to your uncle who was convinced it was rushed faster than his Amazon Prime 2-day shipping. The appointment hunt was its own comedy special. Websites crashing, phone lines jammed, eligibility passes faces changing weekly. Healthcare workers and elderly first, rightfully. Then essential workers, who remember were already out there delivering your toilet paper, got their shots while still dodging your paranoid porch waves. I finally got my turn. Sat there nervous as hell, arm out, needle in. The pharmacist goes, "You'll feel a little pinch." Bro, that pinch came with a side of, did I just upload my DNA to the cloud? Then the 15-minute wait in the observation area, where everyone side-eyes each other like, "You feeling anything? Arm sore yet?" Any sudden urge to microchip your dog? Post-shots life was peak human theater. "How's your arm?" became the new, "How's the weather?" Some people get the sore arm, fatigue, or that weird metallic taste and treat it like a badge of honor. Others swore they felt nothing and immediately went for a celebratory coffee, because nothing says "I'm protected" like a $7 latte at the shop that just reopened outdoors. The real weirdness? The questions. Did you get the vaccine? Asked like it was a personality test. Some folks wore it as a halo. Fully vaxxed and boosted. I'm basically a superhero. Others turned it into a rebellion. I don't trust it. My body, my choice. But also pass a hand sanitizer. Family dinners became minefields. You got the J&J? That's the one with the claws, right? Meanwhile, I'm just trying to eat my frozen pizza and peas. Edge cases were everywhere. The guy who got his shot and immediately booked a freedom vacation to Vegas only to catch a breakthrough case. The conspiracy threads claiming it turns you magnetic or tracks your every mood. Meanwhile, your phone was already doing that for years. And the mandates for essential workers? They were out delivering packages, then told, "Get the shot or else," while the rest of us debated it from our couches. Looking back, the vaccine was a genuine win for a lot of people. Billions of doses, lives saved, hospitals not completely overrun, but they also expose how fear and information overload makes us a little unhinged. Side effects were real and rare, but the debates rage harder than the virus itself. Now in 2026, we're on updated shots for new variants, with guidelines shifting again. 65 plus and at risk false prioritized. Some feel exhausted by the whole thing. Others still line up. The new ones? Science moved fast because it had to, but trust didn't always keep up. We got the tool, but the human operating system stayed glitchy. Now in 2026, we look back and it's wild. We survived a once-in-a-lifetime event that felt like a bad sci-fi movie directed by committee. Some good came out. More remote work flexibility, appreciation for outdoor space, realizing how connected and fragile the world really is. But the scars? The lost hogs? The small businesses that didn't make it? The trust that got strained when experts changed their minds mid-crisis? Because science is a process, not a press conference. And long COVID? Brutal for some. We're still unpacking it. The biggest lesson? Humans are adaptable as hell. We complained. We hoarded. We baked banana bread until we hated it. But we kept going. We found ways to laugh. Memes, virtual happy hours, the one video of the Italian guy singing from his balcony. So yeah, COVID-19, the great equalizer that made billionaires and baristas equally confused about whether pants were required for the day. It showed us the best and the messiest part of ourselves. If you got your own pandemic horror or comedy story, drop it in the comments or send it my way. We're all experts now in something we never wanted to study. So, hey, thanks for listening to this walk down memory lane. If it made you laugh instead of spiral, subscribe, rate the show, tell a friend. And next time you see someone wearing a mask in 2026, just smile. Or don't, your choice. We're free now, mostly. I'm Ice Wolf. This has been the Corona episode. Stay healthy, wash your hands, all have a side hard, and remember, we made it through. Turn off the mic, go touch some grass, preferably without a permit. Good night, or good luck with whatever the next plot twist is. Peace!